Hello and welcome. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some live gameplay recording. So as you can see, we're Diamond 4. We're 1 win away from ranking up. And I'll just show you the deck list. This is Freedume's deck list. If you're not sure who that is, check out my latest video before this one. It pretty much goes into detail about an article of this build, and it's basically kind of ripped. The only change I did was replace Gamma with Droll, and unfortunately it has to go to 41 cards. And you know, if Driver's pretty obnoxious, you know, as a draw, but I think Gamma is worth, you know, there's so many like nonsense combos that like Gamma kind of just interrupts. For example, and I don't mean nonsense in a negative way. It's more like Gamma's just a no nonsense hand trap. So like, for example, like versus Rescue Wave, you have to deal with Turbulence, and most of the time, you know, they'll, you know, protect it with Decode Talker or Elf or some other, or like they'll attempt to, you know, or SP Little Knight or something like that. You know, that's more relevant. Then you can just Gamma the Turbulence effect, and they need to have Ash Blossom or Bell to prevent it. So while they're being cheeky, you know, trying to prevent it from getting negated by Veiler and Imperm, Gamma just says no. It doesn't care about that. The only thing it doesn't stop is Barone. But that's a feature, not a bug, you know? Because it's not like these hand traps on their own can deal with it. So yeah, he was playing Droll, but for now, we'll go back to an old favorite, Gamma. There's no cooking with SP Little Knight. That's a completely different list. I'll probably do that next season. We'll just, you know, let's see how often I can like live record my games. I'll probably do some grinding off stream. You know, let's say if I do something demoralizing happens, like ID rank, like maybe I should. It makes more sense, you know, to not capture, you know, me being demoralized and grinding, and like, you know, sometimes, you know, one disclaimer I'll make right now is, as I'm narrating, I might make less than optimal plays, or I might miss something. It's just, you know, you're doing two things at once. It's just easier to make mistakes. So that said, don't worry if I make mistakes. I'll try to point them out when I can. It's completely natural. You know, it takes a lot of practice to be able to commentate over your plays and play out, you know, your games well without mistakes. You know, if you've seen streamers, sometimes they don't always get it right because they're always just interacting with chat. You know, there's some distractions and stuff like that. So this is kind of similar. At least I have like a more controlled environment where, you know, I can choose how much I want to talk, and there's not really like, I don't have a donation to read. But I think the same still kind of applies. Because, you know, if I want to make sure I'm communicating what I'm saying, I still have to think about what I'm saying. And, you know, at the very least, I can kind of autopilot this deck. But, you know, we'll just see how it goes. If we make mistakes, that's fine. But anyway, let's just start. I'll pause it so we don't have to watch. So we'll watch the coin flip, and then I'll pause it so you don't have to watch the loading, because my computer's kind of slow when it comes to recording and stuff. Takes a bit to connect. All right, so we're going second. That's not promising. All right, so I'll pause. And we're back. So fantastic hand. 3 hand traps, circular, extender. This is literally the dream hand. Going second or going first? Okay, so we're going to toggle off. If this is Flu, actually, I'm going to be a little annoyed. But this is most likely Despia. Ah, it's Flu. Okay, so then... Oh my goodness, this is rough. This is actually really rough. Since he has 2 normal summons. And he can chain block this Ash. What would make this worse is if he has the spell. Well, so we'll see. Well, at least from what I understand. So Tokon. So hopefully he doesn't have the... So yeah, he's going to banish. So yeah, he's going to chain block. Fair enough. And then that Robina's... Okay, never mind. He just misplayed. I don't have to take him seriously. Okay, if he has a quick play spell, that's going to be rough. But he played into Ash. He should have kept one of these to chain block the Robina. So, but whatever. So now he's just going to normal summon Tokan. So this Tokan's useless if he's going to add back Robina. So he has no choice but to normal summon Robina. I wonder what these next two are. So I think I'm going to hold the Ash, in my opinion. So this already activated its effect, right, to add itself back. So I think I'm going to use Imperm here. And the reason is, if he hard drew the trap, they're kind of identical situations. But if he hard drew the trap, he has nothing banished, and I can at least, like, I don't know, Ash whatever he has. Yeah, the Tokan's useless. So if he has like a Eaglin or something, maybe I should have waited for him to proc out the Eaglin, but okay. So I only lose to Nibiru. OCG players I've seen play Nibiru, so it's not like out of the question. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah. So I think so this can't normal summon, like, let me see. It's just normal summon one Floowandereeze monster. Okay. So that's actually obnoxious. So if he had like an MPEM or something, he could normal summon it if he wanted to. I imagine he has just an all-engine hand, so we'll see. Luckily for me, we don't need to normal summon here. Okay, no Ash Blossom. That's great. So this Ash Blossom, hopefully, yeah. So we'll just go for the kill. So the kill here is 3 bodies: Equation, Sigma, Circular, and yeah. And we just here's how it goes. We're gonna go into this. Hopefully I don't mess it up. You never know. DD Crow would actually be really difficult to deal with here, but I think I can play through it. Let's go. Let's see if he has DD Crow. Okay. Doesn't seem like he has anything. Could be a Toggle Andy. So I have a conspiracy theory. Like, you can tell if they're Nibiru and toggling off if there's a delay, but I have not been able to verify. Yeah, like, to be honest, this is probably all in my head, so so don't take it too seriously. Okay, so we're so close. So this is pretty convoluted. Like, terahertz, send multi. Okay, is that an Nibiru? So it's okay to use transcode here. Okay, actually, maybe... No, it's fine. It's fine. I think I want to... Yeah, I think I want to do this. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling there's Nibiru. Okay, there was no delay here. Maybe it's just my connection. Okay, so we're gonna activate this. So if you notice, we just did this with one circular. All right, so we have all the bodies assembled. So basically you need a link 3 and then 2 monsters. Alrighty, so that's how we do it. No. We just need it to count as one material, and then transcode fills the rest. So this is very nice. Let's see if he lets us go to battle phase. Oh my goodness. So he had an Nibiru. That's unfortunate for me. That's unfortunate. Trying to think. That's rough. So there was a delay. It wasn't Nibiru. Is my conspiracy theory correct? Who knows? Continue your main phase. Maybe I should have sent Dotscaper. I was just so disheartened that I didn't think. I'm trying to think. If I can go to link 3, I get 5,000. 7,300. It's not quite game, but I do. Let's see. Go Protectcode. Singularity. So there's two things. I can risk the normal summon, and then that gives me, I think, enough bodies to go into Singularity. And then somehow Singularity. Yeah, I fucked up by not sending Dotscaper in response. That was a huge misplay. I think we're gonna risk a normal summon because we have nothing to lose at this point because we already misplayed. To me, I already misplayed. So if he has Empen in hand, that's my that's all she wrote. Do I have any link 1s in this vicinity? I do not. Okay, so he has nothing. All right, so we should have some time to think about this. Go to Protectcode. Did I already use Circular? Yes, I have. Okay, so I think we go into this. This might not be the play. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should have made Almirage by lowering subtraction. Yeah, okay, that was not good. Should have made Almirage. Because I'm going to special summon the subtraction anyway. So another horrible sequence by me. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Shoot. Maybe, oh, I had to save Worm protecting me, so that wasn't like the end of the world. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna go into this. This is pretty rough for me, even for me. Yeah, that Dotscaper made the difference, huh? Already used this. Maybe if I already used that. True. Fair enough. Already used that. This is rough. Yeah. Let's go transcode. So close, but I somehow flubbed it. Yeah, shit. Yeah, this is not good. During your main phase? Okay, so we're just gonna bounce that. So this won't trigger Singularity, unfortunately. Oh, it will. So I think we revive... Oh my goodness. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. I mean, I don't have aggregator, so it kind of doesn't matter. Seems like he needs a top deck here. Actually, I'll chill. I didn't realize. I thought I had destroyed by battle. Wow, Singularity surprised me every day. So I don't think I played this very well. I should have, I panicked when I sent Dark Fluid. So the goal I was trying to do was get access code to 8300. But I panicked. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I think I bounced this. Yeah, I think I bounced this here. Don't want him to... So we know he has 2 unknowns. Yeah, you can only use each effect. I'm not too pressed about that. I don't think I should have won this. Well, for different reasons. We'll just do this just to get myself at high enough attack so I don't have to deal with M-Pen. Yeah, sure. I mean, he will still need to banish from hand. So if he has M-Pen... I mean, I don't think he has it. Sure. Ooh, actually, that's bad. But it doesn't seem like he has another thing to normal summon. Oh, he exploded. Like I said, not my best work. But, somehow I lucked into the win. But we got the rank up. But, ooh, a little stressful, but, So yeah, I will always take these as learning opportunities. I didn't realize Singularity does not, need to send the card to the graveyard. Well, it does, but it also counts destroyed by battle. And that was an invention in the past when pendulums were introduced, because pendulums do not go to the graveyard. So cards that, triggered when they destroy something by battle, they never specified graveyard after the words. Well, I mean, there were some that did, but it was just like a design element that they kept in mind during the pendulum era. Because, you'd expect, when you destroy something by battle, it's going to be a pendulum. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity to trigger that effect. So it's kind of neat. So I didn't realize that they kept that trend with Singularity. In fact, I just didn't know Singularity had that text where when it destroyed by battle, it triggers. That kind of saved my ass. I'll be honest. That was a flu that kind of bricked. But he also didn't play that very well himself. He played into the double imperm, so I could hold my Ash in case, so he couldn't chain block. So, that's what happens. Let's go to the next one. Whew. Oh no. I'm sorry, little one. If we end up winning this, no hard feelings. So we go first. So I'm going to pause it, and it'll be as if an unpause, but it'll as if nothing happened. So see you soon. All right, welcome back. Pretty decent hand. No real counterplay versus Maxi, which is a little upsetting, but yeah, Maxi. Okay, we don't have to deal with Maxi. 42 card deck, so I can't really like divine anything from this. 42 cards. You know, even Mathmech plays 42 cards. I'm playing 41 cards. So here, since we have Defensor, we're going to play like a Limping Dog. So, okay, is that Ash Blossom? I imagine that's Ash Blossom. Yeah. All right, perfect. So we're going to play... So we're going to make it so... He Ash Blossoms here. Okay, so yeah. So I'd rather have the Ash Blossom trade with my Alan Bershin. Okay, we're going to summon him this right here. So normally, I got to think about... So we're going to get hit by Ash, most likely. So all we have to do is get to Terahertz to get the diameter in the graveyard. Yeah, Ash Blossom. So this is, you know, when people ask Mathmech players, like in the, well, to be specific, in the Master Duel meta Discord, we usually tell them Imperm Alan Bershin or Ash Alan Bershin or something like that. But unfortunately, it's the correct play, but I don't think it works out because now I'm going to punish with Defensor. So he needs another hand trap, like not even Imperm does a good job here. So yeah, we're just gonna... He needs Nibiru. And so Nibiru can be strong versus this deck because I don't have my third name yet. So we'll just... Man, okay, I'm like eating time up. We're gonna summon this. Pimpy Sun up. So I think what I'm going to do is going to summon like, yeah, I'm going to summon this here. So if you notice, I didn't go directly into Link 1. That's something I just got to get used to because we already had 2 Xyz material. So I think we can go into Singularity. We can do the Freedume Giga combo, but if you watched my previous video on it, I don't really agree with going that far. We should be able to end on Terahertz plus Singularity this way. Also, if you noticed that last game where I summoned V-Line Hydra, that's the only time I've ever summoned it in my time playing it. Playing this this build. Okay, so we have to summon... If we're going to go for Singularity, we have to summon it in the left extra monster zone, where I purposely summoned the Circular underneath. So yeah, let's go straight to Singularity. Yes, we have to use the full link value of all of these. So if you notice, if you want to chunk the combo for Singularity, we use all the links into Singularity. Let's go. Then we're going to revive Transcode here, and we should have enough bodies. So the other thing is, you can't summon... So if you're doing the Singularity combo with one Extender, you can't rely on Defensor to trigger Singularity, because it has to be sent to the graveyard. That is the bounce effect, because he has a card in graveyard. Alright. So then we're going to go straight into Terahertz. I need to be faster. Alright, we're going to be cheeky. Do we set both impermanences? Maybe not. Maybe. So we're going to delay a bit. Make him think this is super factorial. Set this in the middle. Make him think it's imperm. So his read should be, I have a Called by the Grave, an imperm, one of those cards among my super factorials. So that should be... So we have toggle on, so I don't forget to send... So I need to remember to send with... I have to send Diameter because of the way he interrupted me. And we can send to Save Worm during his draw phase. All right. We're not going to give back his Ash. Because then that would let him answer our Dark Fluid. So this is going to send a Save Worm. Maybe it's not correct to do this in draw phase. Hopefully he doesn't have Called By or Maxi or something like that. Okay, so now we're insulated. So during that short moment, you know, you kind of have like a mini heart attack. Because he can activate Called By during this period, but then you can chain Super Factorial. And you'll still have the Save Worm in the graveyard. Okay. Let's see. Let's see the Super Poly. Ooh, this is good. Let me read this. How does this work? You can target one card you control. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn. Also, destroy the targeted card. And if you do, special summon this monster from your hand. Perhaps I let this go? I will always have the balances. What is this? Escape. So that's good. I don't have to... Maybe I just do this. So if I... He could get Abominable Unchained. Let's see. I get owned by Called By. So let's see if we can do this. So he's probably gonna discard with Abominable when he summons this. And we have but we have Defensor, so and Imperm, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so if he has Called By, we have the Save Worm to protect us. I was thinking about the Save Worm to trade with this, but he could still probably continue playing. I don't see how he breaks this board. Yeah, I think he has Called By, so he's thinking. So he needs double Called By to trade. All right, cool. So this is really nasty for him, because he needs cards in hand for Abominable to discard. Man, if this card... Nah, that's not how it works. Yeah, okay. So he has to discard a card from hand. Yeah, this is not a good trade. You kind of... it's unfortunate, but like when you rely on Called By, you can't really hold it for Super Factorial because the Save Worm's always just lurking. So it's good that I didn't negate the... So it was interesting. So he did have Called By at the beginning. So he could have activated it early, but he didn't want... All it would do was just force out the Super Factorial. I get to snipe a card from him, and I keep the Save Worm. Another route he could have done was use Called By to target the Save Worm in my graveyard. Okay, so that's Shiyama. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can set one Unchained. Alright, so maybe I just... Yeah, maybe I just detach two. I can't really bounce this. Okay, Tour Guide. That's like a insane normal summon. Okay. Nah, I don't think we activate this. Alright, I think we checkmate him. Yeah. Does this one face down card you control, one fiend monster, or one face down card you control? So I think we're gonna bounce this. We have game anyway. Maybe it would have made more sense to attack over it because the Terahertz will negate it. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, so we just attack. Battle phase. Yeah, Unchained is good at like breaking boards, but this board is really tough to beat. And I like Unchained a lot. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Not even a Bestial. All right, we took him. We took him out. Okay. I wouldn't say that was easy. We kind of just went first, and he only had like one real hand trap, and we just opened 2 extenders. You know, is pretty textbooked, I would say. Oh yeah, pretty good win streak. I'll take a break. So all I'll do is pause and then unpause. So you won't even notice. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's go for another one. I think we're at a good pace. Alright, purely mate. Probably one of the best mates in this game. Okay, we're going second. That's fine. Yeesh. Not the greatest hand. It's basically Dotscapers our only play, because unfortunately defense are... Oh my goodness. How do we play this? So he already has... This is rough. See, it looks like he already has Sigma or Diameter. There is a chance, like, let's say we Ash here. I don't know if I agree with this, but our hand is kind of dookie. So we'll just try to high roll it. Okay. If anything, if he has Diameter in hand, I think we lose anyway. It seems interesting why he would send Addition. I mean, I think previously in the previous matches, I sent Addition when I already had Diameter in hand, I believe. Or when no, actually, I only did that because I intended to search Diameter with, what's called Alimbertion. So, okay. No. I mean, this is still not the greatest because we also got rid of our ticket to, yeah, I'm going to be actually kind of sad if he has Diameter or Superfactorial. We'll see. Doesn't seem like he has Maxi, or else I feel like we would have a Blink. So any normal summon? Okay. This is still rough. This Alimbertion trades with like all our interruptions. Okay, this Nibiru might keep us in the game. Called by the Grave beats this. This would actually be a really good time to SP Little Knight, if I'm being honest. SP Little Knight would be amazing in this situation. This is kind of what I mean in these like scrappy game states. You know, like you hand trap them, they kind of end on nothing, and you kind of open kind of mid. And right now I'm relying on like I'm basically relying on a Splash Mage resolving. And yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't really see my chances. Called by cooks me here. But it makes no sense that he has Called by set. Yeah, I imagine this is Imperm, so... Yeah, SP Little Knight would be insane. But unfortunately, we don't play it. But this is kind of why, like, people kind of say, like, oh, you Cyberslock yourself. Sorry, you Cyberslock yourself so you can't make SP. Which is true. But... You know, it's kind of unfortunate I can't capitalize off hand trapping my opponent twice. Yeah, so I'm even further behind. So my best hope is there is a way out of this. It requires Nibiru to be resolved, and most likely he will play into it. So we'll just end our turn. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So what is this? Oh, if this is Super Factorial, then I was never winning. Actually, that's not true. SP Little Knight, again, trades pretty well with this board. So, yeah. Good to know. you know, this is what I mean by scrappy game states, where you kind of have only one play available. Like, even the Guardian can also set up SP Little Knight, which is something to keep in mind. Please don't hit the Nibiru. After that, I'll be googed. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. It's over. So, if our Nibiru didn't get hit, so fair enough. Good game. It was close. Alright. Now he's mad. Alright. No hard feelings. But, you know, that's what happened. But, yeah, like, that's definitely a game where you hand trap someone twice, you only have one play available, and you... Because otherwise, if you had Circular, you would play through those hand traps. Though, to be fair, I don't think I would have played through Super Factorial, which he hard drew. Which is what my 2 hand traps was preventing. But, yeah. So, pretty good example game. Ooh, I forgot to unpause, so now we have to walk. Oh. Alright, we're back. So, so this is pretty insane hand. Not gonna lie. I think... so he's going second? 60 cards? If I'm being honest... is this Mikanko? Like some weird Mikanko Infernoid build? I don't like the sound of this. Okay, let's see. DD Crow doesn't beat us, but Abystial does. No, actually it shouldn't. I don't think it does. No, Abystial doesn't beat us. Because we can, like, at worst, almost summon a Maxi, make Almirage. That's kind of why I'm a huge fan of Almirage. You can turn a hand trap into a Cyberse and then continue playing. So we're going to search Equation. We're like... He should know we have Super Factorial. We will continue. Alrighty. So we're well poised to do the Singularity combo. And it's something I do want to do versus these like board breaker, 60 card lists. We also have Nibiru as a way to just keep going. And also, like, I still don't want to do the Giga combo because it goes through Crystal Heart, and I have a feeling I'm going to need it for follow-up. Because I'm going to nib my own board at worst. So I still don't want to use my Crystal Heart in the process. So let's just do this. So with the Diameter, we're just going to... Diameter makes Singularity, because any 2 bodies puts 6 link material when you go through the climb. Alright, so we're going to revive this. If he has Nibiru, it's not going to be useful. If he Nibiru's on Splash Mage, it can be hurtful. Like, that's definitely rough. But I might even have half a mind to Maxi at that point. Alright, so we're going to just special summon. Even if he imperms this, it's no big deal. No big deal. Summon this here. So yeah, this link climb will just make Singularity. It's a good thing. Yeah, I don't want to go through Crystal Heart. You can technically go make Singularity plus Terahertz, but you have to go through to Crystal Heart. We're not doing that. We don't do that here. You know, in some of these situations, it's kind of nice to have a... So this is also kind of nice time to have like a Heat Soul. Because I'm not going to have that much follow-up besides Almirage. Let's see. Okay, we're going to... This should be a no-brainer for me. So you see, these add up to 6, so all 3 links make Singularity. So you can chunk the Singularity combo this way. Alimbertion was placed, so when it tributes itself, you can trigger Singularity. Always important to note. But you can go through Lingeribo to do this. So it's not required. But I like to keep my Lingeribo in the extra deck. You know, versus Mikanko, it was really, really necessary. Because sometimes they could gas through. We'll just summon you. gas through and then end on like a low commitment board with like Huli equipped. And then they search the trap that like activates can steal your monster or negate your monster's effects with Axe of Fools. So I think being able to combo under Linker Root Bow is so much easier to deal with. Let's see. I shouldn't be thinking this hard. So, dang, I feel like this combo should be much faster for me. But it's fine. We go Terahertz. Yeah, so 60 card list. No doubt he has board breakers. If he has Lava Golem, that's obnoxious, but let's see if this we'll try to activate Maxi first. Maybe I should have put Super Factory on this column to make him think it was Imperm. Alrighty. Yeah. If I put this somewhere random, like this call by somewhere random, waited a bit, make him think that's Super Factorial, and then I set my second trap, and my second set could be an Imperm, and if this isn't a column. I don't think people are going to think that hard about like the placement. But sometimes you can catch people. It only really matters for targeted back row. So let me double check. I'm pretty sure I have all three names. Yeah. So we don't need to... We're going to send a Save Worm. Perfect. Alright. End phase. So he should know we have, because of that delay, he should know we have Maxi. But we're going to make it clear that we have it anyway. So this should force out a called by. I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe I should have waited in case he has a cross out. But, alright. Either way, this plays around Lava Golem. If he has it, he'll give me a draw. What the hell? I'm gonna let this through. So he starts with one card down. But, this could also potentially mulligan into a Lava Golem. So what are these three cards that he kept? I need to know. This can be a problem. Do we have Defensor in the graveyard? Yeah, that's annoying. Destroy all attack position monsters you control. I think we're going to activate this. Good. Alright, so we send Defensor. So this is what I mean. Board breakers are not very good against this deck. Against, What the hell? Oh, shoot. So we're going to send Defensor. So the reason why this works is because Laplacian will protect itself. And we're going to snipe one from hand anyway. And we have this diameter negate. Alright, so... Yes, we're going to detach. This. And then Defensor. So our board is completely cleared. And then we're going to pitch one. So he has to use Widow Anchor. That's fine. I think we negate this. I don't really worry about Droplet unless he has a monster in hand. Yeah. Interesting sequence, how we played that out. The reason why I activated Super Factorial early, because the Lightning Storm didn't matter. What's called? I was hoping to get the Diameter Negate online if he holds the Widow Anchor, because he didn't know that I was going to send Defensor. If he, if he had knowledge of the card pool, he could have known that I would have sent Defensor with the, what's it called? With the Terahertz. So that on resolution, all of this survives. But I just put him on a knowledge check, basically. And the other thing is, so I would have to save one protecting this, because the important part is this resolves, so Defensor goes through. I don't really care too much that this gets called by, because then that rips another card from his hand. The other thing is, like, yeah, it's a little complicated, but I want a Diameter Negate online, so I wouldn't have to, like, if he fails the skill check of negating this with Widow Anchor and stealing it or something like that, then I have the Diameter Negate and a Save Worm insulating what's called the rip. So yeah, yeah. So I think he was out of there. Yeah, good to That's why I like the Singularity plus Terahertz board, because between Super Factor, I don't think lone Terahertz could have dealt with those board breakers. I don't know why these people love these kinds of decks. They love these, like, going second, ladder, kind of just like stun too. I don't know. It's just easier, and like I could kind of tell he gave me going second. It's not very common though. But when they make you go second, it's probably like Numeron or something like that, and you just make the Giga board. And you pretty much tell them, try your hardest to break this, and most of the time they can't. I don't like in Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think it's really possible to break boards. Like, they're doing this to Snake Eye. And theoretically Snake Eye should be setting up Barone plus Savage in these situations to deal with these board breakers. But I don't know, it's not a really good idea. But I don't know, maybe Barone and Savage is just not popular on ladder, so people think it's a good idea to, like, blind second. Or maybe they just find it fun, just watch their opponent kind of like squirm as they do their combo. And then they just like lava golem their board. Yeah, who knows? I'm not in their heads. All right, we're going first. I'll save you the loading. Yeah, we're going first. Make it clear. Cool. Now we start with the duel. This is a fantastic hand. Maxi out. Maxi, Veiler, Defensor. Defensor plus Exceed is broken. Because if they have Ash Blossom, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem like they have Imperm. If you notice, I can't make Almirage because it's not above 1000 attack, but sometimes if you have Subtraction, you can lower this guy's attack below 1000, so it's at 200, and you can make Almirage. So that's just something to keep in mind. But in this case, it's not really relevant. So if he has Ash, I'm going to toggle on just in case. Sometimes it'll miss the Q. He has Ash plus Nibiru, then I get gooped, but... do I want to do Exceed here? It's a little rough for me if I do the Exceed now, since I just cleared Ash Blossom. Let's do it. We get owned by Nibiru here. But it'll give us some bodies to work with. Let's say... I mean, if he Nibiru's here, it's going to be a big token. I'll probably use Maxi to draw 2. Cool, cool. Maybe I'll leave this guy here. Okay, so it doesn't seem like he has Nibiru. if I go into Alimbertion immediately, I am insulated from. So let's try that. Maybe we do. I mean, I don't know if this is optimal, but since I put the exceed in this zone, I can't really. Oh, I could have actually. I should have used both of these for exceed. Okay, I understand. That's fine. So I'll have to revive the Guardian with a Splash Mage so I can keep the extra body. So does this lose to Ash Blossom? I think it probably does. But we already cleared it. He would have used it earlier. Yeah, it would have been correct for him to use it there. This is interesting. Because I already used Lingeribo, I don't necessarily... Did I... Oh, I missed out on this. If I don't revive this... So... Oh, shoot. So there's two ways this can go. So, I don't think... So I missed out on one link material. That much is true. So let me think. If I can go into this, revive that, special summon. Okay, yeah, we're good. We missed out on one link material, but it's not a problem. I need to speed this up. Special summon Sigma. That's going to be our designated circular trigger. Yeah, okay. This is a little bit unorthodox. Like, if I wanted more link material, I should have revived Guardian or linked it off earlier before using it as Alimbertion material, but you live and learn. Here we should be fine, though. We're just going to do... So if we want... So we just needed to guarantee we got super factorial. Okay, make sure to summon here. The Alimbertion's in the proper spot for Singularity, though. That's interesting. Potential Nibiru. But if I got to transcode, it's not that bad. I don't think he has Nibiru. That time I was paranoid about that delay. I don't think I feel that millisecond delay. But I could just be telling myself because it's a more convenient truth. You know, I'm still not sure because it turned out he had Valor while he was toggled off. Instead of Nibiru. And he could have activated at any moment. And you know, I felt something was off. But it could just be confirmation bias, so... I'll just commit to saying I don't feel like there's a delay here, and if he Nibiru's me, then we can point and laugh and say like, oh, the whole what's called sensing a tiny delay even when your opponent toggles off isn't real. Because I'm like proposing a delay that doesn't trigger their blinking, so which is really a hard pill to swallow. So we'll just commit to me saying that he has nothing. And if he does have something, then it's all on my head. Okay, cool. So that was pretty autopilot. I felt like we have super factorial. Yeah, like we're good. So we're gonna end phase. All right, activate. So he didn't have Nibiru. All right, so my theory holds. So we're gonna send Diameter here, and then draw phase, send to save worm. You know, that's our opportunity to called by, but then I can just chain super factorial and I'll have my Diameter negate online and I'll rip a card. The only time this backfires is if it's something like PK. Maybe that was Ash Blossom. I'll activate this just in case. He would definitely, if he had called by, he would definitely called by this. And I'm okay with trading that called by there. Yeah, that's fine. You know, sometimes when I draw phase maxi, it's Labyrinth. But I feel like I'm in a good spot. Where's the save worm? One time this Labyrinth player got double Daruma on me. I was able to save worm negate one of them, and then he Daruma cannoned me, and I was so pissed. But I don't think we should be experiencing that. Plus we have Ash Blossom. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, that's a start step. Before the end of the battle step. So we're going to activate that. We're going to activate Super Factorial. So this should clear. I'll have the Diameter negate to clear the... And if all else fails, we have the save worm. Nah, we're not gonna... No, that's too much advantage. Yeah, that's too much advantage. It doesn't seem like he has another quick play. So we're insulated. Maybe we snipe the evenly. This might be Labyrinth. Going first versus Labyrinth is still not easy. Because like I said, they have Daruma Cannon. And we'll see. Hopefully I don't hit transaction rollback, because that's annoying. Alrighty, so we're gonna negate the. We're gonna send this. Let's see if we can get the evenly snipe. Horus. That's fantastic. Yeah, evenly me. Yeah, I don't know. Evenly's not a real card to me. Because you have the chance to snipe it, you have the chance to Diameter negate it. If he has a second one, that's kind of rough. But it is what it is. But hitting Horus, he had to take a hit. Surely that was enough to... Okay, so he doesn't have a second evenly. Let's see. If he banishes 3, I don't think I'm negating this. Maybe I am, actually. Maybe I do negate this. Yeah, so, yeah. I negate this. And if he has Gold Sark? Well, he'll get the Imseti, but... Does this have to send a card to the graveyard to trigger? You send 2 cards. Leaves the field by opponent's card effect. That's annoying. Maybe that wasn't the correct play. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're going to use this Veiler because we're not going to use it on anything else. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's not true. We could have made Almirage with the Veiler. Well, that sucks. Sure. Let's see what he steals. Ooh, he can make SP Little Knight. That's not good. Sucks for me. Yeah, SP Little Knight. Shouldn't be the end of the world, though. Yep. Let's see if we get another monster. Okay. This isn't... So we have to be quick. But I think we OTK regardless. Yeah. We win. That's fine. Maybe I should have gone battle phase and played it safe, but I don't think he wants. I think he's putting me on no. So we just Crystal Heart Congo line, and then we can just attack twice. We're not locked by circular, but we can attack with more than one monster. %90 sure this is correct. I need to be more mindful of SP Little Knight. It was a little sloppy. This is game already on board, I'm 90% sure. We'll attack with that. Sure, we can revive this. Yeah, this is 6,800. 68 plus 79 plus 500 is game. Yeah, so I don't really have to give it much thought. He probably doesn't know about this hidden effect. I think I would have made Protectcode plus Firewall afterwards. So the SP Little Knight's not really a problem. Plus we have Imperm. Yep. Pretty cool. So that was an hour of climbing. Probably a little bit more because I took a break and stuff. But we didn't do too bad. Let's check out the match history. Yeah, win, win, lose, lose. Where did we start? We were at Diamond 4 originally, and then we climbed up to 3. So 1, 2, so 4-1. Pretty good. Pretty good climbing rate. We're not too far off from Master. I'll try to make this a regular thing, where I just upload. I climb the diamond, or like, we'll see. Like I said, there's a chance I just go off-screen grinding, but you could just, it's just cool to have my thoughts while I'm climbing. Like I said, this build, let's go check it out. So this build, to be honest, it's nothing special. Like the Protectcode plus Protectcode plus Firewall line is really useful. Like in that game state where I didn't OTK, I would have just set up this, and then there was too many interruptions. I'd grab follow up with the Firewall Dragon. I can even set, put back my Singularity and then resummon it. This gives a lot of options. But I feel like SP Little Knight is also worth consideration in this slot, and because there's just a lot of times where you're just facing scrappy game states. Like like my turn 3. It was either, Crystal Heart or like find a way to get to SP Little Knight. Or like, run over the Laplacian, then use the spare Laplacian for SP Little Knight, banish a card, and then, they're top decking, and then I have like, I have initiative. So yeah, that's how you should be thinking of SP Little Knight. Not like, oh, you can incorporate it as part of your end board, of course. But it's not a card that you use when things are going well, because that's fine. You don't need it if things are going well. There are combos that incorporate it, and I think they're fine as well. Like they're not too hard to do. You just trade Heatzel a lot of times. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is this is basically the Freedume build. But my takeaway, like at least is I like this package. This is like the meat of the package. If you know you get to use it. What's called? But I don't go as far as making V-Line Hydra. You could call me chicken or something like that, but I just don't know if it's necessary. Like if you notice, like even for the dedicated board breaking going second decks, Singularity plus Terahertz is enough. They need to have Lava Golem plus or Super Poly to deal with it. So in my opinion, like Circular off one card does Singularity plus Terahertz, but it goes through Crystal Heart, and I think Crystal Heart is a very vital component of your. Even when you go first, sometimes games go to turn 3 where you have to deal with a threat. Just like that one guy who just like I faced, like he established SP Little Knight, and he established SP Little Knight, and I had to recover. And if I had already consumed Crystal Heart, like I ended up with Singularity plus Terahertz, I just had to put in a little bit more resources. It's just one extra extender. So either way, I feel like your board's cap at Singularity plus Terahertz plus Super Factorio, but it's worth the one extender investment if your opponent doesn't interrupt you. If your opponent interrupts you, just end on Terahertz, because Terahertz plus Super Factorio is still, they're one card down, and then Terahertz can, send a name if you start with Defensor, or send a Save Worm. It constitutes a lot of, it's pretty threatening. I gotta think about talents in the future, because talents with SP Little Knight, like just like that play he used earlier, it's a good way to punish it, and to get back initiative. But yeah, just something to think about. Yeah, that's the end of my spiel. I think this is the build. I'm gonna mess around with the Freedume build, the Protectcode plus access code lines. I don't know. I'm married to Singularity plus Terahertz because I think that's all you need. That's all you need. It's either Terahertz or Singularity plus Terahertz. That's like how you should craft your end board. And then the game plan is pretty simple. You have Crystal Heart, and you do the conga line of reviving people, and that's it. Eventually, I'm probably just gonna cut V-Line Hydra. I'm probably never summoning this ever. This card is good, but I'll probably reconsider it when I play SP Little Knight in this deck. I have some ideas, but basically, I could use a Heat Soul in this slot. I could use the Aggregator in this, but for me, I feel like the extra deck is pretty flexible, in my opinion. People talk about like extra deck space, but I don't see it that way. Like I'm surprised we could fit the Firewall Dragon and Protectcode Talker and Al Mirage, and VLAN and Crystal Heart on this. The trade-off isn't even that bad. You lose Update Jammer, but I don't OTK with Update Jammer that often anymore, especially since I cut Multiplication. It's like, I don't know, it just hasn't felt necessary. Like it hasn't really come up. Anywho, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. I'll probably load up another session of me climbing, but don't be surprised if I play ahead. Maybe I'll do the event that's coming out pretty soon. But yeah, anyway, I'll just upload what I want basically. All right, thank you. Have a nice day.